Hey, this is Lucas, and I'm here to talk to you about the Scorekeeper app, a stat tracker for Dodgeball. I showed a friend what I was doing for Dodgeball stats, and he was like, that's way too much work. Let's make an app and make your life way easier. And this is what we came up with. To get on the app, go to the website. For this example, I'm going to have some video up on the left and the stat tracker up on the right. Once you get on the website, click New Match and let's start tracking. The first thing you're going to do is write in team names and player names. Once you have your team names entered, you can start tracking by clicking the Track tab in the top right corner. Next, the app is going to ask you who are the active players for this game. Once you have an even number of players on both sides, the app is going to let you start the game. The Scorekeeper app works by tracking actions throughout the Dodgeball game. The first action that we're going to look at is a throw. The app is going to ask you who threw, who was thrown at, and what happened. In this case, Dylan Cruz threw at Spencer Dellis, and the result was a hit. As soon as we hit hit, the app will refresh and it'll be ready to continue tracking. Alright, let's do another play. Here we have Twan throwing at Kendall Smith, and it results in a dodge. So we're going to put Twan as the thrower, Kendall Smith as the target, and we're going to click dodge. And again, the app is going to refresh as soon as we click dodge. The next action I want to talk about is deflections. This is any time a ball hits multiple targets. Okay, let's run a play with a deflection. Brandon De La Mora is going to throw a ball at Kendall Smith, and it's going to deflect into Cameron Park. Let me show you how to track that. Let's start with the initial play. So we have Brandon De La Mora as the thrower, Kendall Smith as the original target, and it results in a hit. Alright, now we need to account for the deflection. Go ahead and click the deflection tab. In the deflection tab, the app remembers who the thrower was, so in this case Brandon De La Mora, and now we need to tell what happened after the initial hit. In this case, the ball deflected into Cameron Parkey, resulting in a hit. If we go back to the main page, if you scroll down to the bottom, you're going to see what's called the event log. The Scorekeeper app is going to keep track of all the events that you've logged in the game. So you can see here that Brandon De La Mora threw at Kendall Smith, resulting in a hit, and then that second action, the throw from Brandon De La Mora deflected into Cameron Parkey, resulting in another hit. The next action that we're going to talk about is group throws. This is any play where multiple throwers are targeting the same player. Alright, let's run a play with a group throw. We've got a play here with Dylan Cruz and Connor Heelan, and they're going to target myself, Lucas Boyle. Let's take a look at the play. Dylan Cruz's ball is going to hit me, and Connor Heelan's ball is going to be on target, but I'm going to dodge. Okay, over in the tracker, we're going to click Dylan Cruz and Connor Heelan as the players that threw. We're going to click Lucas Boyle as the player they targeted. And then the app is going to ask what happened for each of the throws. So for Dylan Cruz, we're going to put a hit, and for Connor Heelan, we're going to put a dodge. Alright, something to note is the app is going to divide up the kill between the number of throwers in the group throw. This accounts for a group throw requiring more balls to get out a single target. Alright, let's say that the game has ended. Click on the Game tab in the top right corner, and then the app is going to ask you which team won the game. So if we go down to the event log, you'll see that the app has tracked that the game has ended and that Fortune won and Hexish lost. And after the game has ended, the app is ready to track again, so you can click on the active players for the next game and you can start tracking again. Okay, for this example, let's say that the match is over and you're ready to download your player stats. After you're done tracking or when the match is over, you can click the Manage tab at the top of the screen. From here, you can do three things. You can save the match data, which will allow you to continue tracking again later. You can copy the player stats, and you can copy the events log. For this example, let's look at player stats. I made a spreadsheet template for this example. If you want to use the spreadsheet template, you can find the link in the description or in the comments. The first thing you're going to do on the spreadsheet template is click the Input tab. Once you're there, click the Copy Stats button. That's going to load all the player stats onto your clipboard. And then over in the spreadsheet, we're going to paste it where it says Paste Here. And if we jump over to the Display tab on the spreadsheet, we can pull up the stats that I like to look at when I'm evaluating a game. Some of these are like the basic stats that you're familiar with. Some of them are some metrics that I put together, and you can find a definition for everything on the glossary tab. Let's talk about downloading the events log. Back when we were tracking actions, the app was keeping track of everything on the events log down below. And the events log can be really useful to look at for strategy and analysis. So click the copy events button, and this is going to load up all of the events log onto our clipboard. Then go over to the spreadsheet and click on the game log tab. And go ahead and paste it in where it says paste here. Here's an example of what it looks like once you've pasted in your game log. I've done a little bit of formatting and styling, I've bolded each game, I've increased the font size, I've even changed the colors on like certain key plays. Another thing that I've done over on the right is I've added video links of these key plays that I want to share with my teammates. This is a great way for you to kind of like identify key moments in a match where things either came apart or where your team really took control of the game. Okay, that's it for the Scorekeeper. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope this gets some of you out there tracking stats. I hope this is helpful for those of you who are already tracking stats. I wanted to give a final shout out to Jason Boninger for developing this app. It's something that's made my life better, and I think it's going to help a lot of dodgeballers out there. If you have any comments or questions, hit me up. I'd love to hear from you and get your feedback.